Good evening. I want to thank you all for joining us tonight at our Team All In meeting and a special presentation on sponsoring internationally. I'm really excited. Some of you know my name is Nada St. Germain, and I don't think I would have been able to sponsor some of these promoters and members on my team without our lovely Dominique Wakeman, who is going to be guiding us. But what's really exciting is Lynn and Heather are going to take charge of this evening, and Heather will be chairing the meeting. I know, Lynn, this was something that you and Heather have partnered together to host tonight, and I'm really, really grateful to have the leadership in our Canadian team. So I would like to have Heather and Lynn take it away. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nada. And I always think of Ashley when I say, hello, everybody. Good evening. How are you tonight? I'm so happy to be here to see all of you. And very quickly, my name is Heather Lacroix. And before Neolife, I was teaching full-time. One of my parent volunteers, Lynn Mittenoff, introduced me to Neolife 25 years ago. And it's been a wonderful journey since then. So I'm just going to have Lynn say her quick ID so you know who that is. And then we'll get into the meeting with Dominique.
Okay, thank you. Well, my name is Lynn Mittenoff, and I was an operating room nurse working in London, Ontario, when I was first introduced to Neolife by my longtime friend, Jim Stevenson, who at the time was a councilman for the city of Calgary, Alberta. So we talked that night about the importance of health, and we talked about how the Neolife product supported health. And we also talked about me owning my own business, about having time freedom. And, you know, I got excited about what Jim was offering, and I could see myself and doing that. So I got excited about the possibilities in the Neolife business opportunity, and I got started that very night. And I've never looked back. 38 years later, I'm a retired nurse. In fact, I retired at age 45. And I'm an active Neolife promoter of both the products and the business opportunity. And to me, the future has never looked brighter.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So this came about because in the Mittenoff team, we had a couple of questions come up about international sponsoring. I know that the company is evolving and that global aspect of Neolife has never been brighter. And Dominique is our field support associate, international and recognition. She has had 34 years with Neolife. And so she really knows her stuff. And because we want to stay on the leading edge and be up to date with everything happening in growing our business internationally, Dominique, thank you so much for joining us, and take it away.
Well, thank you very much for having me. And yes, 34 years, it's a lifetime for some people. And I've seen Neolife grow and change so much. So you can't say, oh, you've been doing the same thing for 34 years. Not really. Things have changed quite a bit. And we're in a very fascinating time with this, you know, the time changing from doing everything manually, basically. And look at this website. You can sponsor someone right from your own website into quite a few markets. That's what I sent a little Word document that maybe can be shared and explain to you where you can sponsor from your website, from your shopneolife.com. So basically, the countries in Africa, they started actually the website. So all the countries in Africa are available to sponsor there directly from your own. We of course followed them, and with US and Canada and South Pacific. So Australia, New Zealand came on board. The Philippines also. Then after that, you can actually now you can also sponsor into Mexico if you have the opportunity. All right, so that's it for that. We are also in Northern Europe and Eastern and Southern Europe. So that's where things are a little bit different. We still have to use their own way of sponsoring. So Northern Europe has their own website, own sponsoring website, and it's called neolifeshop.com. Not to confuse with shopneolife.com. So it's just the reverse. So neolifeshop.com, it takes you straight to the first country, which is the UK. However, if you hover your cursor over the UK or even click on that word, you can see all the other countries in Northern Europe where you can sponsor. Of course, UK is in English. The other countries who are not English speaking have their application in their local language. So you have to be mindful of that. Although Google can translate quite a few things nowadays. It's kind of funny with that. You have to be open-minded with their translation. But in any case, all you need to do with them is just click on the UK, find the Join Now button. They've changed their website a little bit. So scroll a little bit and find the Join Now, and the application comes up. The only, everything is pretty much self-explanatory. One place where you're going to wonder, well, how do I get that person to be linked to my ID number? Well, that's exactly it. You need to provide your ID number, just the numbers, don't add any zeros. So 33, on the first box, there's a little dash in between, and then another box with your number. So Lynn will have 3315. That's it. Don't add anything else. The other, there's nothing else really. Follow the prompt, you choose a kit, you I think you click on the yes, I'm 18, and if I remember well, I'm not a robot, and then follow through the shop. You need to provide a credit card, and it's very simple. Now, as when you finished, you will get an ID number. You can also look at your account. And from what I understand, a 4-digit code is being sent, like a PIN. The office will email you your login PIN to access your account later on. And that will take maybe 24 hours, 24 to 48 hours, but it's pretty quick. So that's it for them. And Southern Europe and Northern Europe. So I sent an email to Lynn and some others with this Word document that I kind of put together, and they use each country use their own application in their own language. However, Italy has provided us with an application, which is just a fill-in application. Very simple, just fill it in. The best way is really to send it directly to Fabiana Lucetti. She's my coworker over there in Italy. She does the same thing I do here. And she will process the application for Southern Europe, meaning Italy, the main office, Germany, Austria, France, maybe Spain as well, any of these close countries. Romania is an active country, Croatia, Bosnia. She will probably forward the application to the other countries so they process it in their currency. I now have a current list of the registration fees, which hasn't changed much, but at least I can email that to you guys so that you'll have all that for the Southern Europe. The registration fees for the other countries are all listed on the web when you sign up. So basically, the Northern Europe and Southern Europe only have the distributor option. So there is no member. And I've mentioned that before, but let's be specific that the club member option is not available in all the countries. South Africa, I think, is coming along with that. But not everything, such as the 3 for free. This is very much a US and Canada incentive, so that's not available everywhere. But the member option is available in some countries in Africa and also in Australia and New Zealand.
Can you just clarify, Dominique, when you say the application is to be processed by, what was the lady's name that runs the?
Fabiana
Fabiana?
Lucetti. Yeah, it's on the Word document.
Okay, and is the form, is that application, when we go to Southern Europe, is it, we get the form from her, or is it available on that site?
Not available at all anywhere.
Okay,
So
okay.
I provide that.
Gotcha. Okay.
I provide that one. I also have one for Romania, Bosnia in their language. I even have one in German, so that's not a fill-in application. However, nowadays you can actually type on a PDF form. So I found that out this year.
Oh, good. You can send us the form, and rather than printing it, we can actually fill it up right online and then resend it to you. Okay.
Yeah, much easier.
Thank
so
you.
Things are coming along, really. I don't know. Do you have any questions or? If not, I can add to the fact that on your website, on the shopneolife.com, you have all the countries available to sponsor in. All the regions are listed there, their addresses, under the About section. The bottom section is Contact Neolife. Click on that and you'll see all the countries listed and their offices, as well as the international sponsor link contact. There's a link to that. It's another PDF form, like a Word format put on a PDF. And she's listed, Lynn, Fabiana Lucetti, as myself. They're all listed there. So the international contacts are very important, good connection, especially when you do sponsor someone. Trying to encourage them to issue a contact with the office where they're located. Have them connect with the office, with Fabiana and the distributor services there, field service. So much easier than for them to contact you back here in Canada when there's maybe a problem, maybe a shipping problem in Italy. This is not your responsibility to find out a way to. It'll save a lot more time, obviously. So it's good to establish a good contact with the office there.
Dominique, can you address the West Indies, please?
West Indies, okay. So when we were open in Trinidad, Barbados, Jamaica, when we had to close, Neolife made it possible for anybody to sign up through the US. So all you need to do is sign up through a sponsor's website, US or Canada, actually, but they would need to be registered as a US distributor and purchase from their website from online, or maybe call me if it's easier. And of course, they need to find a way to get their product shipped from the US to the West Indies, so Trinidad, Barbados, anywhere. And mostly Jamaica. We have a lot of people ordering still from Jamaica. They combine their orders. Of course, it is pricey to ship, even from, Miami seems to be the point where the product are shipped there from Neolife to Miami, and Miami to the West Indies. And from what I hear, it's difficult to find a reasonable carrier. a lot of people maybe take advantage of maybe traveling family, from Canada there or from US.
And they have to be a promoter?
No, they can be a member.
Okay.
Yeah, they can be a member.
And also some of the other islands as well too, right? Not just those three main ones.
Yeah, in that case, yes, the other islands are completely open. And what happens is they have a US ID. However, they are considered international promoter or members. If they earn any commissions, since we don't have a bank in the West Indies, the only way right now that we have available is to credit their bonus to apply the credit to a credit card.
Oh.
That's how we've been doing. Hopefully, we are still going to be able to do that going forward. We haven't seen any, anything contradictory to that. They do, because they're international, they do pay the 30% withholding tax. So for that reason, I need to know their local address. So that is sent to them. However, most likely they're not going to receive it in the mail, but I still need to have their address. They'll receive it as an email. The form will be received in an email. So basically,
Are there any other questions for Dominique?
Nick, when you and I were talking, we were, and I was telling you that we had a little conversation in our team about repackaging or not packaging, but getting it sent somewhere and then having it, then from there, like anyway, I should let one of them if they want to speak to that. But you were telling me about that the goal is to have everybody on the same platform, and so we can do it globally anywhere. That so and sometimes I say, why is Neil Life holding back on? Well, Neil Life's not holding back on anything. It's just they can't do business in that country for whatever reason. So I wonder if you could, and then because that made more sense to me. It was like, oh, that's why.
So I remember you had someone. Do you remember the country where they're shipping product to?
One was Germany, and it was held up in customs apparently.
Oh, that's right. When we actually have, we're open, we have a warehouse in Germany. So it would be beneficial. Absolutely. Do not ship product to Europe necessarily. It's costly, and yeah, just have them sign up there. I do understand, maybe that's something we need to approach, that US and Canada are the only countries who are not making it mandatory to renew their association fee every year if you're not earning bonuses. So every country around the world, is set up that way. They need to renew. There's a membership, the association fee that needs to be renewed. So of course, I don't know, that begs to wonder, is it beneficial for me to do that? But that's the way of this business is, we just can't go around that. So yes, there is a sign up fee, and then there's a renewal fee every year.
Thank
But
you.
in the meantime,
promoters,
yeah,
promoters,
yeah.
and how about club members?
Well, in Europe, they don't have club members or members, so all of them are distributors, even if they purchase for their personal use. And in Africa, they, of course, they also have the renewal fee. So after a year, if you don't renew, you have a 6-month grace period during which you can still, sign up. But after that 6-month period, your ID is automatically inactivated, and they will not reactivate that ID number.
And so you lose your group at that
You
point.
lose your group, yes.
If you have a group.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's unfortunate, but
Well,
Dominique,
it was-
Dominique, sorry, Dominique, is that particular instance though, when you say you lose your group, so who makes these rules? Is it in that country itself? Has it got to do with the corporate office here then?
these, the rules that I mentioned has always been that way. So, you know, this is basically the, yeah, corporate, that's the rule of Neon Life Corporation. If you have a group, you know, if you already sponsored quite a few people, that means you don't lose it because you're beneficial for you to renew your membership, your association fee. Most people that I'm concerned about is if you sponsor someone in a family member. Well, to keep ordering product, being able to order product, you need to renew. Most likely, these people that are wondering if they want to renew or not are the ones that don't really purchase very often, are not very active. Those that have a group, usually they do renew. There's never been a question.
Right. Yeah, and I want to say I have a comment about, because I'm the one that has the family in Singapore. And
Okay.
yeah, and I thank you. You're always so on, you know, always responsive and really quick. And I must say to the Philippines office, because when I have family in Singapore, and if they were to order stuff, whatever, they'll go through the Philippine office. And the Philippines, they're really, really good people. They're very efficient. They're very friendly and certainly very helpful all the time, right? So,
Definitely.
yeah, I
Nice.
wanted you to know that. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I will relay that. I have a great rapport with them. So they're really, yeah, really
Fantastic.
enjoyable and helpful.
Yes. And so are you. You jump in really quick. So I have to be thankful to you as well. when
Oh,
you do
thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Dominique, I'm mindful of the time, and
Okay,
you were
very good.
gracious to give us 15 minutes, and we've extended that already. We really, really appreciate the time that you're
Well,
spending
you're so
with us.
welcome.
And thank you so much. We appreciate it. And if there are other questions that come up, I know we'll be getting back to you.
Okay,
And,
very
you
good.
can-
Yes, absolutely.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining
Thank
us.
you all.
Thank you
Have
so
a good
much.
Where is the hand?
Bye, Dominique.
Where's the
Bye.
handout
Thank you.
going?
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, okay.
So we are going to continue with our meeting here. And I did thank Dominique. Okay. Dominique referenced an email that she has sent some of this information. Nada and Lynn and I have received the email with the attachments on how to sponsor outside of North America in other countries. There are application forms are actually there, and there are price lists that she has sent for a number of different countries. So those will be emailed out to the participants on this call and to the attendees here. And for anyone who is watching the replay from the recording, if you want those documents emailed to you, then please get in touch with Nada St. Germain. She will have your emails and she can forward those on to you. Of course, as with everything that's in print, will need to be updated yearly. So be mindful of that if you're quoting anything from those application forms, especially the ones with prices in them. So Nada, I'm going to turn this over to you to follow up with any discussion or questions from what we've heard. And we'll be closing the meeting shortly after that. So Nada.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I think Heather, you were ready to share some stuff on your screen too, if needed as well. So I really appreciate that. Did you want to maybe show people the shop,
Yes.
neolifeshop.com, just so maybe just play around a little bit, because I know I'm a hands-on kind of person too, and I know that sometimes that's really, really helpful. So that's just the
So
shop.
what you're looking at here is my website. And Dominique just mentioned very quickly how on our own website, we have the sign up and save. So we can go there. And when we go there, it brings up right away, select your market. Can everyone see that? It defaults to Canada for me. If you're in the US, it will be defaulting to the US. But from there, you can click the little the V there, and you get the list of the countries that Dominique had mentioned, that it's seamless. They just sign up right here from your own website. You know, she mentioned New Zealand, Philippines, Singapore is there, the US is there, and of course, and the African countries are listed in there. So that is these are the countries that are so easy to sign up. And Mexico, she mentioned Mexico is now in that list. And so that's how you sign up internationally outside of North America, or in the States for us in Canada. So the other URL that she mentioned is the Neolife Shop.
You're gonna have to, okay, I see what you're doing. Yeah.
Neolifeshop.com. And let's hope you can see that when it comes up. Okay. So you see that on screen now. And as she said, the default there is the UK. So I'm hovering over the UK and it's not dropping down, but if I click on it, I'm hoping, there we go. There are the other countries: Denmark, Estonia, Finland, Iceland, Ireland, Latvia, Lithuania, Norway, Poland, and Sweden. They all come up in this Northern Europe website. So I'm just going to pick something off the top of my head. Let's pick Norway. They're a good curling team. And so I think of Norway curling. And so there it comes up in the Norwegian language. However, we do have the button up here to translate to English.
Wow.
And that's just using the Google translator. Whoops.
Yeah.
You see that there? Nutritional products. Yeah. Okay. And then the About Us, she mentioned the About Us.
Is the application there when you go scroll down though, when you were doing that?
Oh,
I just want to see what,
here. Yeah.
just want to see. What
so online store possibility. Yeah, let me scroll down here. I want to register me. I want to register me as a dealer. Remember,
okay.
this is a translation, so it's a little bit
dealer, drug dealer.
Okay. So here is the registration form. Welcome, register here. All right, and you're filling in the information as you would normally. And down here where it says search for a dealer and the ID, this is where she said when you put your number in, don't use zeros. It's just the number. Select a dealer. I don't know. I'm not filling it in, so I'm not getting the whole form available to me. But this is where I believe she said you don't put the zeros in. I did try doing that in one of the, I think the UK form or something, and it wouldn't take my 033. So that was my question earlier to Dominique, and she said, no, you don't use the zeros. Okay. So that's some of the other countries then in Northern Europe. And then when we go to the About Us, she did mention that as well. So here we have the Around the World, the Scientific Council, our history around the world. And it's where we should be able to find the other headquarters. Okay, there we are here with the addresses and the emails, phone numbers, if it's applicable, US, Canada, Mexico. And then we have the African countries there, Tanzania, Uganda 2, Nairobi, and then Southern Africa, all kinds of, and gives more details on it. The operating hours, the office hours, phone, fax, email. You know, so you can see that we really have such a global reach and can contact people. And of course, Dominique is always there as our representative, and she has great rapport with the other international reps in these countries, in these main offices. Okay. Is there anything else you want me to do on this screen share? again, mindful of the time. We're just past 7:30 now.
Yeah. Any questions on this, guys? Just want to make sure. I think the visual, having this as a visual on this recording would be really helpful to go back and this way as you connect with people, because I'm finding I'm meeting more people where they know people in other countries. For some reason, all of a sudden, I'm just connecting with more international people. So it's great to have this as a tool. Thank you so much, Heather and Lynn, for this amazing idea.
Yes, thank you very much. It's
Mhm.
no, very thorough. So, just to explain that too, again, so that's very good.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And
Is
you will
that
have the
other-
print forms. You will have the forms and the email that Dominique sent as a print reference for yourself that you can file away and be able to refer to it.
Mhm.
Lynn?
How about the zip thing? Did that get,
Oh, yes, the file that Dominique sent to us, it's in a zip format. So if you have the software on your computer that will automatically unzip those kinds of attachments, mine does. I just click on it and it brings up the list of files within that zip file. So just be aware of that. If it's unable to open or it comes up as a zip, you're going to have to go searching for the software or the application to open up the zip and or get some help with that. I could send it probably, well, there's probably 6 or 7 little files inside a zip file. So I don't think I want to be sending that out individually. It would be more practical for you to contact Dominique if you have a particular country that you're now dealing with or have somebody interested in, and have her send you the information for that particular country. This kind of is an overview for us to expand our awareness and understand that we do have these tools and these resources to branch out and expand outside of North America. I haven't done that yet, so I'm really excited. And as I say, just having it in front of me and knowing what's there, I have no doubt that I'm going to be meeting some people in other countries or who know other people in other countries, and we'll expand.
Excellent.
Okay, so if that's all the questions, I'll hand it over to Nada. You can finish up the recording and close the meeting. Thank you, Nada.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, guys. And I just wanted to say congratulations to Shelley for winning the second Canadian to win the Watchbox party. And it was so exciting. And then I did make an announcement a couple of weeks ago, and I think it slipped my mind, and then Shelley reminded me, we got a prize coming, and I said, you're right. And so I'm going to be treating her to lunch when she gets back from her trip. And then she was so kind to say that she's going to pay it forward, and the next Canadian that wins in our team, she's going to treat to lunch as well. So I thought that was kind of cool. That's kind of fun.
That's nice.
Yeah, rather than sending a product, I was kind of thinking, what can we do? What can I do that's kind of more personal? I think being together and celebrating together is I think, nicer than picking a product and sending you a product. So I'm looking forward to that, Shelley. So congratulations.
Way to go, Shelley.
Yeah,
Way to
and
go.
and I have to say that Eulalie is your sponsoring machine. A lot of club members coming your way. She's just looking for that one promoter. And I know Leonie, you're there. Anybody else? I think Joan too. Are you pretty close?
I have one promoter.
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
got the
she's got one
hard, you got the
promoter.
hard part done.
Yeah, you got the hard one.
The next two members are gonna come. So I think they're at 29. They have 29. I just want to confirm that because I think I quickly, Stephen just quickly announced, oh no, sorry, 21 have been earned so far. That leaves 29 boxes still available to be earned.
Good.
So we have a lot of new people that just need that are one start away. So I think it's gonna it's just gonna take off, I think, because a lot of people have planted seeds in November, and then boom, that first week in December, I think is going to be, it's going to be pretty exciting to see the next 29 boxes that are going to be done. So awesome. And I know we were talking about some of us having our little groups together to celebrate the event. into both events in January. So that's something we can talk amongst our teams and our groups. And I think it'd be fun to gather in different people's homes, but then have one Zoom, right, ready where we can still all connect together. So Shelley, if you have 3 or 4 of your promoters, and when you've got yours, or if Lynn and Heather get together, and you, Lily, you've got a couple of people in your home, and Joan, you have some of your team together, then we can all Zoom in at the same time while we're watching, and this kind of interact and everything. I think that'd be kind of fun. They announced that at one of the when was it, on the leadership call. Ashley thought that'd be a great fun way to connect with everybody. So especially with January, the weather being a little dicey, I think it'd be more fair to have, to create an event with people that are local in your area. So you know that they'll be able to get there, even if there's a bit of a snowstorm, we'll still be able to drive out to the homes. And I think it'd be great fun. And then this Thursday, Marilyn's still away. So I'm going to be doing the health talk on mental health with the help of Heather and Shelley. So I'm looking forward to that. And I hear Sean is going to be sharing his journey as well on the importance of nutrition.
Oh, you spoke to him?
I did. I spoke with him
Okay.
today.
Good.
You were at work. You were at work,
Yeah,
Leonie. So
I
I
was
gave him a shout.
hardly
Yeah,
seen.
yeah.
That's the first time I'm in. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Cool.
so it'll be great. It'll be great fun. So anything else that you want me to add? Did I forget anything? Anything before we close? And I know Stephen is doing the health or the Discover More at 9. Shelley and I are doing the one at 8. I love having the 2 different styles, because I have some people that love coming on the 8 and I have some people that love the 9, and I have one promoter that loves coming on both. So it's kind of cool to have both options. So really excited about that. So so we just got to keep on inviting and keep on plugging people in, and you'll start to see things happen.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, again, I want to thank you all for your time. And you know what, Heather and Lynn, I actually spoke to Heather earlier, and I said, if you have any other ideas of doing something like this and wanting to take hold of the meeting and run with it on your own, we welcome you, because I think it's great having fresh ideas and different people running the meeting. I really appreciate that. So again, thank you again, and we'll see some of you at 8 and 9 o'clock. Thank you again, guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Remember to
Bye,
stop the
everybody.
recording.
I will.
Thanks.
Thank you.